Have you ever feel that you try and try and try again and you feel that nothing changed? That's exactly what happened to many English learners at intermediate levels. How are you? I'm Alan. Today, we're going to have a conversation with the AI. How are you, AI?
I'm fine, and you?
Nice, nice. What's your name?
My name is Cassandra.
Good. Today, we're going to have a conversation about teaching English level intermediate beyond the plateau. First, we're going to start with a definition with a plateau. What is plateau? Plateau is when a student keep learning, keep study, but they don't see visible progress. And they feel frustrated because they can understand, they can talk, they can interact, but they feel like it's not improving in a level of English. Now, let me see, what do you think, AI Cassandra, with this definition?
The plateau is a stage where language learners stop noticing fast progress. Even though they keep learning, improvements become slower and harder to see.
Okay. What about you guys? Sounds familiar? Have you ever feel like that? I want to hear your opinion or your comments about that. So guys, after you share your opinions, your answers, AI have an advice for you.
Focus on real communication. Watch movies, listen to music, talk with friends, or write messages online. Use English in ways that matter to you. Speak without fear. Don't wait for perfect grammar, use the words you have. Fluency comes from using the language, not waiting to master it.
That's a good advice. Let's go deeper on what TOEFL is. Well, in an intermediate levels, students, they can manage a daily conversation. They can understand a lot of things, but they feel like they stop improving. But why? What this happened with the students? According to research, people have different key points. One of them is fluency without accuracy. That's happened a lot in students with intermediate levels, that they only speak, they have fluency, but they don't check their mistake, because when are talking, it's only fast. It's a little bit fast, and they don't see their mistake. They don't learn from the mistake. The other key point is shared vocabulary. That's happened a lot, that a student with intermediate levels, they know a lot of things, but they have a short vocabulary. They need to improve. They need to be immersed in the language to get new phrases, new vocabularies, and new phrasal verbs to help improve the speech and their speaking. Now guys, let me see what Cassandra thinks about these key points according to Richard.
Fluency without accuracy is a double-edged sword. As an AI, I see it as a natural and even necessary phase in language learning. When students speak more freely, they develop communication skills. And about the other point, from my perspective, vocabulary is not just about knowing more words, it's about having the right words to say what you mean. When students rely on the same basic terms, their expression becomes repetitive and limited.
Okay, I agree with that. And Cassandra, I was wondering something, and I want to hear your opinion. As a teacher, what can I change in my approach to English intermediate levels when I see that my students don't have any progress? What do you think about? What is your advice for that?
When I notice that my intermediate students are not making progress, I reflect on my approach and make key adjustments. First, I reduce teacher talk and increase student interaction through pair work, group discussions, and real-life tasks. I also switch from textbook drills to more authentic materials, like videos, songs, podcasts, and news articles that connect to their interests.
That's a good idea. Okay, other question, Cassandra. As a teacher, should I still correct grammar? Or it's better focus on fluency? What do you think for my English intermediate levels student?
You need both but in balance. At the intermediate level, fluency
Okay.
is essential. Students need to feel free to speak without fear of being interrupted every time they make a mistake. That's how confidence and automaticity grow. But that doesn't mean grammar should be ignored. Instead of correcting every small error while they speak,
Okay,
it's better to take notes and address patterns after the activity.
thank you. In general, as you watch in the first spot, I was trying and trying and trying again. The key is never give up, because if you don't give up, you try, you have to change something to get better, to improve. And the other thing is that you have to see what is the mistake, what is the problem. Not only see like, oh, I did something wrong. No, you have to learn from your mistake to improve. For that reason, we are talking about the plateau. And now, let me see what Cassandra thinks about the plateau to wrap up all the things that we talked in this video.
From my perspective as an AI trained on countless language learning experiences, the plateau is not a failure or a stopping point, it's a
Okay.
natural part of progress. It's a stage where learners already understand and communicate, but their improvement becomes less visible.
Finally, one more advice from the Cassandra. Please.
Final tip, if you feel stuck, don't stop. Change how you move, try something new, speak more, worry less about mistakes. And remember, the plateau isn't the end. It's just a quiet part of progress. Keep going, you're closer than you think.
But the most important is learn from your mistake. Thank you guys. That was all.
If you learn from your mistakes, you will improve, like Alan.